Right now I'm moving around my collection so much, and I don't know whether it's going to be ever really fully set up, but I really want to make a full collection video, talk in detail, make a really big one. But I'm just going to split it into parts, so this one's going to be about the books, and then we'll see what the next one's about. I'll probably wait to do the movie one, because I'm trying to find some movies. I don't know exactly where they went. I got some coming in the mail. So, I don't know. Right now, I'm just gonna focus on the books. I got an Archie comic set that's on pre-order coming, and there'll be an unboxing on my other channel, Tuesday or Wednesday, either one. I believe it's supposed to arrive Tuesday. So, without further ado, let's talk about the books and where I got this. I do own the Gravity Falls Complete Series set, so I bought this off of Amazon. This is not the special edition because it's super expensive, and did not have the money to pre-order. That's just one book. For what this is a very good extension of the show, and even if I haven't read through it, I use it as it's a cool prop, like from the show, to say, hey, I own a journal. You know, that's cool. So I know the next thing here kind of count. I have some comics in here, so we're gonna just call it books. We're just gonna call it books because comic books are still books, but this counts as a movie as well because yes, it's the comic, which is just I think the movie's actually better, a little bit better than the comic, but the comic's great as well. But you got the Blu-ray and you got the DVD for Batman Under the Red Hood, and I will probably mention this again when I talk about all the movies. So I'm just gonna set you here so I can put this back properly. But you know, I got this at Best Buy. I think it was $10, and this thing's usually like $15. So I got it at a deal, and I was like, heck yeah! I actually read both of them and did a video on it. And it's got a really cool Jonah Hex short on the Blu-ray. I read the comic and then I watched the movie, and they're both really good. So I pre-ordered this because I was super excited for this. Alien 3, William Gibson's unproduced script or screenplay for the original Alien 3, which Alien 3 has a lot of problems from what I hear, and I just haven't watched it because I know, spoiler alert for Alien 3, skip out ahead like 10 seconds if you don't want to hear spoilers. But basically, all the main characters die. All the main characters win in the end, Alien. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch that because that sounds awful, and I would hate that. So yeah. Batman and Ninja Turtles. I need to get Volume 2, but this is the crossover. And this is not the deluxe edition. This is just the first hardcover edition that they made, which was actually it's actually alright. I think it's a little too dark for a Ninja Turtles story. I feel like that DC animated movie was a lot better. Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Ghostbusters, but this was enjoyable. It wasn't as good as the Batman one. I feel like this was good though. Could have been a little bit better. I feel like this is what inspired that Nickelodeon episode where they're like in proton packs and all those action figures that they made for the Nickelodeon series. This is a novel that it's like I don't even know what's the actual title because some of these look like it's like that's an author, but I don't know. Is it a novel in 3 decades? Is that the name? It's got all these names all over it, so I don't know what the actual name is. Regardless, I have not read this yet. I bought this at a Dollar Tree because it's like it's like a noir book, and it's like it's set in California, which if you don't know, that's where I live. So it interests me. It was like $1. So if it's bad, I can just not that big of a deal. So something I've been reading through, which is this autobiography of Valance Ray Kelly, My Life Serving America and Protecting Its Empire. It's actually really interesting thing. This guy has a huge respect for law, authority, police, and stuff, and you kind of see where that comes from. and it's a very good autobiography. I bought this at a Dollar Tree as well, and I really enjoyed this. Another autobiography, or biography, whatever you choose to call it. This is Billy Joel's here, and haven't read this yet. I think I bought this at Barnes & Noble. I think it was about $3 on clearance, so I was like, heck yeah. So, I will read that at some point. Elton John's is coming out next month, which I'm very excited for, so. The Striver's Row Spy, which is like another spy book, and I'm into the James Bond books, movies, things like that. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll check this out. So I haven't read it yet, but I bought these both at the same time at a Dollar Tree, and because Dollar Tree actually has some good books sometimes. So Gravity Falls: Lost Lessons, which is a comic that is set after Weirdmageddon and all that, or is it before? I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I read this. It's pretty good. These feel like episodes that they would have animated and put in the show. Kind of wish they'd done it though, but because I feel like these stories would be a little more fleshed out than they are in this comic, and they would add a lot better humor. The humor is good in this, but it's not as good as the show. And it's all right. You know, I recommend reading it if you're a fan of the show, because you will get some enjoyment out of it. Some extra lore there too, and it's all canon. Yeah, let me check here. Alex Hirsch, dude, is the author of this. I don't even remember. But look at that. Look at that. I really want to shake his hand. See what happens. Kidding. So, the Adventure Time Encyclopedia. I still want them to make an Enchiridion book so you can kind of see what's inside of it. But yeah, this is pretty... doesn't really tell you more about the characters, to be honest. It's just a cool book that I bought because it looked cool. And it adds a little bit more lore to the show, but it really doesn't at the same time. And I'm a big fan of Adventure Time. You can tell by all these here. So... Another thing I bought at the Dollar Tree, which is this Wicked Wizard of Oz parody of it's a Tales of the Crypt comic, and which I'm a fan of Tales of the Crypt, and I'm actually a fan of Wicked. I think they really need to stop making movies and more musicals based off of Wicked, because Wicked worked, but none of these other ones are, and they just need to stop making them. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I still think we need to stop making fairy tale spoofs. Just make good movies. Charlotte's Web. This is a fantastic novel. And I think I got this in the 4th grade. Or, no, 6th grade from one of my teachers. And so, or no, this is from a friend. Why did I think this was from a teacher? Huh. It's been so long since I've actually opened this book. It's a good book, but I just don't read it that often. One of my favorite novels. I took out the slip because I just don't like looking at that naked woman on it, to be honest. Jaws is a fantastic movie and a fantastic book. It's even better as a book. I need to read the sequel, but this is a fantastic book. Michael... I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this is Jurassic Park. It's one of my favorite novels ever written, to be honest. It's really good, and I highly recommend reading that. So yeah, that's all my books and comics, you know. I'm a big... I don't collect a lot of books or comics. I read a lot of books and comics, but I don't collect a lot of them. Takes a lot. You know, it's mostly when I can find stuff at good deals or stuff like this, which I'm just super excited for, and I wanted to pre-order. And this is an amazing novel, so I highly recommend checking that out. Like I said, you know, well, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I think the next one's just gonna be my TV, because I got all my TV shows here, and I could do that, and then. All the other ones, and then I can do the movies in a different one, or anime, or animated films or something. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the TV next, because TV is actually really easy to do. It's just the movies right now, because I'm trying to find some of those movies. I don't even know where some of them went. I have no idea. And I got more coming in the mail too. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, and let me know what your favorite book is down below, and why. And if you don't have a favorite book, comment down your favorite comic. If you don't have either of them, well, you're out of luck, bub. Get the hell out of here and pick up a book.